Alright,
I would agree with that.
did you have any intention of legit shit being imbibed when you were writing it? Were you keen for the legit shit to crowds to come in?
Yes, I think the answer is yes. When John and Al Kaplan, when we sat down to do this, we were like, this movie will not have the right effect unless people smoke the legit shit.
Yeah. So what about the illegit shit? You want only legit shit?
I don't want to be a dick or I don't mean to cast aspersions. What would be the term? I don't mean to have a chip on my shoulder, but yeah, don't smoke that illegit shit when you watch this. This is like some late night fun movie theater shit.
This is a nice one. This is Netley11. She says, "This looks so stupid and I want to see it so bad."
That's my dream comment. Yeah, that's...
So Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane. We've all heard from Gucci Mane. This guy's got
Gucci Mane.
strong opinions, Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Gucci Mane just says, "This shit a classic." This shit a classic.
That's it?
That's it. That's all Gucci Mane has to offer.
Well, it's funny Gucci Mane says that because I definitely could see this in the Criterion Collection.
How do you feel about some quite perceptive film analysis from School Days?
I'd be into it.
School Days says, "Only white people swim with beanies on."
Fair enough, School Days. True that.
Let's open it up. Let's have some of these questions that.
Is School Days here?
School Days. I would love that. The question we had some hands. Yes, sir.
I'm not sure how to ask this question, but
Are you
the Zombeavers.
Are you on some legit shit?
Legit shit. Yeah. Definitely have legit shit. Nice work. Zombeaver.
That's not a question, sir. It needs one of those at the end. It needs one of those at the end.
That's mainly nouns.
Something about the bear. Something about the bear.
That come from out of the Zombeavers, where you're just like, Zombeavers, why not Zombeavers?
I think that was like the pinnacle of escalating the whole thing, where it's like, okay, now...
Sorry, can I just repeat the question?
Yes. Why not?
It's like...
Hear it again.
Not the bear, there's the bear. What that? You just thought, yeah?
I think that pretty much summed up what he said, yeah. The bear,
I think you should. Any other questions? Yes,
Inspired by knowing how low the budget was.
Low budget, you want to know about the budget, and they want to know whether it's filmed or digital.
Well, listen, I know you're a distributor, but no. I feel like if I start to talk about the actual budget, which I don't fully know, there would be like a red dot in my head. It was micro budget would be the term. It's pretty insanely low, and we used. He asked if we used film or digital. It was we shot on the Alexa RAW, which was I loved and. I talked to my DP and I sort of had to fight for that a little bit. Thank God the producers were open to it. It makes it so that you can shoot in lower light very quickly. You know, someone like David Fincher, I guess, shoots House of Cards on the Red. The Red's a great camera if you have the time to light for it, but we didn't always at the time. As I said, we were rushing. So on the Alexa, you could sort of fudge the lighting situation to have a little more time with Ari Raw to play in post.
Nerd. Yes, ma'am.
Future zombies depend on the success and how well Zombeavers was.
I'm gonna let.
Zombies. Just want to make sure.
Rephrase that.
No, it's a very good question. Does Zombies, the proposed sequel there, into that, does that depend on the success of Zombeavers?
I'm going to let you take this question.
I think,
Honestly, you have a little more experience in the industry and directing, so you might.
Would you genuinely consider a sequel? Is that something you'd want to do?
I think it would be fun. I don't know if I would direct it or produce it or write it or jerk off to it, but I think it would be fun. I don't know necessarily zombies. I think Zombieance would be a good. Zombiesty Boys. I don't know.
Maybe Happy Milm would enjoy that one more.
Oh.
Happy Milm says, this movie lost me when the sexy white girl said, let's go swim over and check out this beaver dam. Get the fuck out of here! There we are. So,
Right.
good insight there into what sexy white girls would do. And
Yeah.
I feel they would have done that.
It lost me too.
Yeah. Any other questions? We've got to wrap it up apparently. So, any other final
yeah,
questions? A big final answer. Yes, sir.
All right. Given that we saw 2 dogs die in this movie, where do you draw the line in horror movies? Like, how much is too much?
How much is too much in a horror movie?
I think it depends. I think you're calibrating it as you're writing it. I think, this is not some original idea of mine, but I think there's 3 phases of writing. It's writing, and then there's shooting, and then there's editing. And there's stuff that you can cut, and there's stuff that you leave in. The dog dying was sort of a heartfelt Jaws homage to the dog in Jaws, but I think you have to go by your instincts on how far to push it, and you have to do a movie called Zombeavers.
I'd like to give the final word to Dr. Conversano.
I have to say one quick thing before you do.
Yeah.
I just remembered one thing because I've done a couple interviews the last couple of days, and they asked, what was the thing you learned doing a first film? And I haven't gotten to say the right answer because it occurred to me after these interviews, so if you guys don't mind, I want to tell you. Don't ever name a movie with a Z in it as the first letter, because like in the Tribeca, the
it's the last one.
everything is alphabetical. So it really screws you. I mean, because I remember the old days on video shelves where it's just like, and then go with the A.
Whereas Aardvark Vampires, that's getting a lot of... that's getting a big audience.
Yeah, that won the Heineken Audience Award.
As I say, the last word goes to Dr. Conversano, who says, and this is good advice to all of us, this is a movie you take your side chick to. Don't ruin everyone there.